Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We're going to take a look at Virgo and Aries, the relationship. I hope you guys are doing okay out there. I did meditate over these cards. We're going to take a look and see what's going on with these folks in this relationship, this partnership, whatever this is. We're going to take a look. Now, I just tried to do this read, but there was an interruption. Okay, there's been a lot of interruptions actually, out of the blue sky interruptions, really weird. Just go with it. All right, we're going to take a look and see what's going on. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Why am I shuffling cards? Because I'm pulling energy. Everybody has a playlist. Virgo, your relationship reads are going to come up under Virgo. It does not say Virgo relationships, it says Virgo. Because I was out of space, I couldn't make any more playlists. Your energy is Tower. Something is falling apart. Virgo, you might feel like you're experiencing some sort of chaos. For some of you guys, this is upheaval. This is some sort of change that comes about. It's very sudden. Things suddenly fall apart. For some of you, something's falling apart. Tower. There could be something, fire. This could be a foundation that is ending, the end of an era. Something that you guys, you don't expect it to happen. This is unexpected, but it's also unavoidable. It's something that has to happen. Something could catch on fire. This could be some building damage, right? We'll take a look at that. This is what Virgo, now please keep in mind, Virgo can also represent the government, but this is a relationship read, so I'm looking at it from the perspective of Virgo. My relationship is falling apart. Oh my goodness, there's a tower. I didn't expect this to happen like that. All right, that's the energy that we have. Aries, give me your energy in this relationship. Virgo, you might have Scorpio in your chart. It actually comes up quite a bit, to be honest with you, with the Death card. Yep, comes up. Aries, give me your energy in this relationship with this Virgo, please. What's you doing? I mean, I know what you're doing, bro. What's you doing? I think a lot of people know what that is. Now, we done told folks if they dumb and they can't put two and two together, I don't know what to tell these people. Somebody could have been out hoeing, right? I don't know who, though, because I'm not. Give me your energy, Aries, in this relationship with Virgo. Aries, give me your energy in this. Okay, nope. Aries, I'm going to do it this way. Give me your energy in this relationship with Virgo. Seven of Pentacles. This was an investment. I was making an investment. This was supposed to be long-term. I had a vision of how something was supposed to be. I waited patiently. Perseverance. I've been waiting. I even dated other people waiting for you. Listen, waiting. That's the current energy. I'm waiting. Yeah, that's Virgo. You might have an Aries waiting on a Virgo, or like I always say in my reason, because, you know, I got 5 people that watch according to Ned Lamont and friends. I got 5 folks. So to the new people, you know, the 1 or 2 that show up every now and again, when I read this energy, there's a possibility that Virgo is telling me the story of how they feel about Aries, or Aries could be saying, you know what this Virgo did to me. It's kind of like that. But Aries energy comes up as an investment. I was an investment. I was waiting patiently. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, really quick. All right. Virgo, in this relationship with Aries, you have the Death card that comes up. This is, I'm not going to get into the first part of that. I really don't want to get into the first piece of that. But, you know, some of these stories do cover things that happened back in the day. But this is mourning the passing of an old life. This is some situation, Virgo, that is completely out of your control and you have no choice but to release it, right? There's something with scattered body parts. This is the darker side of it. That's one of the pieces of the text. Something with scattered body parts. This is an inevitable end. There's also something here about an interwar that ended when Henry II married Elizabeth. I don't know who that's for. That ain't for me, but whatever. But this is also about the unity of 2 rivals. The passing of an old life. So there were 2 rivals that got together, and apparently it settled the score of something or whatever happened there. But something needs to be released. Maybe the reluctance to do something maybe old beliefs have to be broken down, but there's a tower. Something is ending. Something is over. Somebody could actually pass here. We have this Scorpio energy that comes up. You guys may have it in your chart. There is also something having to do with a fire. There's a building fire, okay? Fire to some sort of structure. For some of you, this could be a jail. All right, this could symbolize somebody trying to escape jail. I need to get out of jail. I don't belong here, but there's some sort of chaos that this Virgo could be in. Now, somebody's fighting to get released here. It says Virgo, we have this energy that comes up, something with scattered body parts, right? The passing of an old life, something that was outside of your control. Maybe there's a Scorpio that has something to do with this. Maybe Aries has something to do with this. I don't know. This is death. This is you guys letting something go. But it's almost like you have to, because its foundation is unstable. It has changed. The person who died can't come back, at least not for now. The book says they sleep and they're going to rise. But that's what it says. I don't know. I mean, whatever. Listen, everybody reads something different, but for now, this is death. I must release. We have the Three of Pentacles here. Craftsmanship. So this is craftsmanship. This is some group work. This is something that was planned. There were 3 people that got together, it says, and the plans were about some future action. It is cooperating in a business venture. Somebody was anticipating a rise in earnings. All right, this is a payback time. Somebody's going to reap what it is that they, I guess, sowed. So if you put money into something, you're going to get money back, right? Good or bad. If your evil plan works out, you're going to get paid for it, right? So you're going to reap what you sow one way or another, but craftsmanship. The point of this card is somebody was anticipating a rise in earnings. But aside from that, aside from this death card showing up, working with a group of people to get some money, besides that, this is also a payback period. It's where you reap the rewards of your efforts. So some of you guys may have done some work and you haven't been getting paid for it. The Three of Pentacles symbolizes excitement. I'm happy to get my money back. I was down for a little while, right? Somebody didn't have the ability to do something. Somebody may have been released from a job. Because this is an end of an era, end of a group of friends, people. This could symbolize layoffs with jobs, this death card, right? So there's something with excitement. Somebody releases his job, but Three of Pentacles says some excitement here. Somebody gets some money. There's a rise in earnings. I don't know what this is, but you guys link up with some group. You specifically link up with 3 people, it says. If I had to take a look and see who these 3 people could be, I could say there's a Cancer, there's a Taurus, and a Scorpio that somebody linked up with. Maybe that was you, Virgo. I don't know. But you linked up with 3 people per the text. It says that you guys came up with a solid plan. The solid plan, Ace of Pentacles, to grow and to get some money. So there's a large amount of money that was on the line. That's what you were excited about. For some of you guys, you really don't care about this ending here, this death ending, because it lands you some money, right? Or in the end, it ends up giving you some money. There's something about a large amount of money. There's success in an enterprise. This is what the plan was. Somebody was planting the seeds. Somebody could be a farmer. That's for a specific group of you. But there's a business venture where somebody was laying the groundwork. Somebody could also be in buildings, right? Buildings, landscape buildings, farming, building buildings, what do you call architect, whatever that is, right? There's something with prosperity, and I feel like it had to do with property. There's something with property that shows up here. But this wasn't just local property. This was big property, because it goes on in the other text to tell me that this was expansion overseas. So we're in for the big coins, okay? So somebody's here for a business venture. They're here for the growth. You, Virgo, death comes upright. I end something, 3 of Pentacles. I work with a group of people in this new business venture. I am promised a rise in earnings. I am anticipating it. I'm also being paid back and reaping the rewards of my efforts. I don't see this as a bad line. Like, if I take a look at this, this is a solid line. It tells me what you did to get out of this rut of death, or what you did to take care of yourself after somebody died or something ended, a job, whatever. So this is not necessarily bad. I think you tried to avoid this, but something had to fall apart in order for you to get with these people. Let's see if it's fruitful, though, all right? Aries, in this relationship with Virgo, the Chariot comes up reversed. There's something here where there are changes and transitions happening, but they're internal for you. For some of you guys, you might feel like you're out of control when it comes to some situation. For some of you, there's a car that went out of control. That's separate from the relationship. There's a car that goes out of control for somebody. Somebody might be mentally out of control, or something happens with a car where it goes off the road. Somebody loses control. This Chariot energy shows me that somebody could be a strategist, a high-level problem solver, a visionary or innovator. This person specializes in overseas expansion. Now, if you take a look at this, you're going to see that the Chariot does come up reversed for this Aries. So, the title is the same, right? The strategist, the high level, this and that. It's reversed because this person is dirty, right? So the steps and measures that they take to make these overseas expansions possible, illegal. It says that this person lacks discipline, whoever this Aries is. Or Aries, you might be having some encounter with a Cancer energy who is supposed to be a specialist. I am supposed to be a specialist at overseas expansion, right? So I specialize in it. I'm a visionary. I've done it before. But how I get the money to do it, the steps I take to do it, the contacts that I have, the law enforcement, the people I have in my pocket to get something done is very, it's important. Now, just to speak a little bit more to this person, this Aries energy coming up, somebody lacks discipline, but they also have addiction issues. This person has a very envious energy, so whatever you have, I'm jealous of it, I want it. For some of you guys here, you are well aware that that comes from no confidence. But this person is also wasting resources. This person is dirty, wasting your money. So Virgo, you go into some sort of deal thinking that you're going to get some sort of return. Right? And you rightfully. However you got this money. For some of you guys, you lose somebody and you end up getting this money, whatever this is. But you try and make some honest investment and you work with somebody dirty. And if you guys are in a partnership, it looks like, I don't know if Aries recruited some dirty person or whatever this is, but somebody's out of control. We have the King of Cups that comes up reversed here. Now this takes us back again. This could be Cancer energy, Aries. Maybe you have Cancer in your chart. The King of Cups comes up reversed here. For some of you guys, this is a situation that it could have been romantic or partnership that's coming to an end. Let me go through the first part of this. With the King of Cups reversed, a romantic relationship could be coming to an end. This is going to be the end of a phase because you guys know that it is time to move on. Aries, this could just be your energy when it comes to walking away from Virgo. It's time for me to go. King of Cups. Now, if it's not one of those things where I'm out of control in this relationship, I know that this is dead, I have no control over it, I want to hold on, but I can't hold on to it, something like that. The King of Cups reversed, if it doesn't mean moving on romantically because you know that you have to, you know that it's over, it could represent someone who is trying to get rid of you. I am trying to get rid of you, romantic or otherwise. For some of you guys, you're being advised to let go and mourn the passing of somebody. Somebody's trying to get rid of you, romantic or otherwise. That's interesting. For some of you guys, Aries, you may have had a cop trying to get rid of you. There's something with a Cancer here. There is a Cancer energy that comes up reverse. This could be a dirty cop. Law enforcement, dirty. Something with a car. Somebody could have tried to cause you some sort of an accident. Virgo comes in with the energy of death. I want something to be over. Not saying that Virgo is evil, but I'm reading the cards across. And if we were talking about an evil Virgo, I would imagine they're trying to escape death, but it says death, right? So I don't know what this is. Something is over, right? If we wanted to look at it from another perspective, I want to release something. Somebody's trying to get rid of you. This looks like a planned murder to me. But death by car. And then we have this Taurus energy that comes up, which is the High Pharaoh. Now that takes us back to banking institutions, right? Banking institutions. Somebody may have caused or somebody tried to cause a death by car to get some money. High Pharaoh. Put something into a banking institution. The King of Cups reversed here represents someone who is trying to get rid of you romantically or otherwise. Interesting. The next card that comes up for Aries after that, Three of Cups reversed. Is that three? Yep. Nope, I'm sorry. That's Two of Cups reversed. This would symbolize some sort of breakup, some uncoupling where obviously it just feels like something is separated. It's uncoupling, a partnership that has been let go. Somebody rejects something. This is an uncoupling of some sort. It could be a marriage or a partnership. There is no accord. There's no mutual admiration. So the way you feel about me, Virgo, I don't feel that way about you, says Aries. I don't feel that way about you. I don't. This is a bad partnership. This is a bad relationship. this card means that this relationship had to be kept secret for some reason. It's Two of Cups reversed. This relationship between you two had to be kept secret for some reason. Right? Nobody was supposed to know about this, but it feels like for some of you, there could have been some person who exposed it. I mean, it could have been a Scorpio who exposed it. It could have been a Cancer who don't like you for whatever reasons as a couple, exposed it. And then there's this Taurus over here. Y'all played with their money or something like that. They exposed it. All right, maybe these two here ain't taking no credit for exposing it, but this Scorpio right here don't give no what's. Y'all, I've been telling y'all these two was messing with each other. I told you that. I've been told y'all that. Now, hubby know, but he thought he was going to be the child, please. Besides, that other one is garbage anyway, but I'm just saying. But y'all know what I'm saying. I was playing with me. Anyway, the common energy that comes up between you two. There's a lateral thinker. Now, keep in mind, I'm giving you just like I did with this Chariot energy over here, right? Where I said they're a strategist and a high level thinker, but they're a drug addict and, irresponsible with money, wasting funds, just jumping out the window with people starving. They're just wasting the money, right? So that's that Chariot, right? With the needle in their arm. You understand? So there's something here where somebody does this because they don't have any confidence. So there could be some false. They may use money as a tool or, their power as a tool, but it doesn't get them anywhere. It gets them a breakup. The Hierophant comes out reversed here. Now, this is guidance. Okay? The energy between both you guys is the Hierophant reversed. So somebody's a lateral thinker.